Hey, what's going on, guys? Jeff Majo Tech, and time for some more tech news. So let's jump into it. Did you guys ever use a Windows phone? If you did you even like it? Because honestly, I looked at it before and they was like, it didn't look that appealing. Like the OS didn't seem like OS that was that nice to use, and there wasn't that much apps on that. Well, HP is finally gonna end it. So let's talk about it, because honestly, they're just wasting their time and money in this. HP has finally canceled the plans to build out-of-line Windows phones because Microsoft's general interest in continuing to battle the two top mobile companies, Apple and Google. Nick Razers, the president of the EMEA regions at HP, decided it doesn't make sense to continue making the Windows Phone lineup when Microsoft decided on a change in their strategy and is not focusing on Windows Mobile. That's probably a good idea, to be honest. Last year, they released a high-end device called the Elite 3. It is supposed to act as a phone, laptop, and desktop, kind of like the Samsung DeX. It was targeted at serious business users who always want to have all their files on them at all time. Nick said that HP planned to create a number of products in the Elite series, and now the company plans to end the support in 2019 for it. A representative for HP confirmed at the date statement to The Verge. The spokesman person did not rule out future Windows phones altogether. Says HP would rather evaluate our plans with Windows Mobile as Microsoft shares additional roadmaps details. HP also added sales of the Elite 3 will be limited to what's already been produced, meaning the phones are going to disappear, assuming some people would not want to buy them. So, not a lot of people wanted to buy them. Everybody's just buying Androids and not Google phones. They go with Android, my bad. But Apple phones. So, what do you guys think? Would you ever, if they came back, would you ever get one or even try to use one? Honestly, in my honest opinion, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even try a Windows phone. Comment down below. Amazon is literally trying to do everything. According to Bloomberg, Amazon is testing a new delivery service that could reduce overcrowding in their factory warehouses and bring two-day prime shipping to more of its products. Amazon usually leaves delivery up to third-party partners, including FedEx and UPS. The service started in India 2 years ago, and Amazon has been sneakily preparing to expand the service to the U.S. It's already started on a trial basis near Bloomberg. Amazon plans to call the program SellerFlex. That's a pretty creative name. I never thought of something we could call it SellerFlex. I feel like that took some thought. For a company that now operates experimental checkout-free grocery and drugstores, owns a supermarket chain, brick-and-mortar bookstores, a smart home line, and a video streaming service, Amazon's next move seems to be showing that they really can do everything. They really... What's next? There's going to be, instead of Walmart, there's going to be Amazon stores everywhere? Whoa, that'd be kind of interesting. Would you guys ever shop at it? I feel like I would like it, but I feel like there would also be, rewards if you have Amazon Prime, if you go there and shop, actually get up and go and shop at Amazon. That every big tech person knows about. Well, they just announced a new camera. It's called the Monstro AKVV. It will cost a whole whopping $79,000 and $500. It seems to be a pretty nice camera, according to The Verge. Red says that the new Monstro sensor can record video up to 8K at 60 FPS, take 35.4 pixel stills, and offer 17 plus stops in dynamic range. The size of the sensor itself is the same size as the Red Dragon 8K measuring in at 40.96 by 21.6 millimeters. If you plan on picking one up, you unfortunately might have to wait. Red will begin offering a new sensor to customers who are still waiting for their orders of the Red Dragon AKVV model to ship first. They will open up a process to new orders in early 2018 sometime. So, cameras only. Red's so expensive, but they have nice quality. And 8K at 60 FPS. I know it's above what we need right now, but thinking future-proof, you wouldn't really have to upgrade it. It's been a little more than a week since the SNES Classic was released, and now there is already a tool available for those who want to add more games to the console, just like what they did with the NES Classic before. The hack tool comes from a Russian user named Cluster. He just updated his Hackchi 2, which was a tool that could sideload extra games to the NES Classic, and now it supports the SNES version. There are some release notes, and a Reddit FAQ. Cluster says the inbuilt emulator could support 75% of SNES Classic games, and there are workarounds for those that don't run. The SNES is available to run sideloaded NES titles too. It already likely tempting to add more titles than the 21 loaded on the SNES Classic from the Super Nintendo's vast collection of games, given the NES Classic had 30. Jeez, they just keep bringing more consoles and more to older consoles. Just what's next? Game Boy? Amazon's trying to make their own doorbell too? According to CNBC, that Amazon is trying to figure out ways to ensure delivery packages make it to their destination. Amazon apparently is in talks with Frame, a maker of smart license plate frames that will serve as a secure box for a car key storage. CNBC noted that people could remotely unlock the box and give delivery drivers to access their car trunks so a package could be secured and left at the destination. Frame notes on its website that users can give secured one-time and time-limited access to a courier to open your trunk and deliver your package. CNBC also stated that Amazon is developing a smart doorbell service that could give delivery drivers one-time access to a person's home to drop off a package. Neither Amazon or Frame have said anything about their rumored plans, so it's not for sure. They just might be thinking about this. Now, this, I think, seems a little sketchy. I don't know if I trust people. I might sound like I have a big trust issue, but I don't know if I can trust someone getting my car trunk without me. Sure, there might be a camera and stuff, but still. Is that really going to stop them? I feel like people are going to get away with it, too. They might just break the camera. There's ways around it. Who knows? There might be a hacker working on Amazon that could do this to you and you not know what they stole. Now, they just need to make sure they do everything right so this doesn't happen, so you don't have anything getting sued against them. What do you guys think of this? Would you ever use it? Comment down below, because this is pretty interesting. I want to hear some of your guys' comments. According to 9to5Mac and Twitter reports shortly that Dow Jones apparently fell victim to a technical error and began to publish fake headlines about Google acquiring Apple through its newswire. The newswire sent out a number of alerts that could talk about Google buying Apple for $9 billion with a deal set to close tomorrow, while also mentioning Steve Jobs approved this deal and will most likely not be true by any means. Thankfully, there was no effect by the error in stock price of either company. In a statement, 9to5 Dow Jones apologized for the error. Please disregard the headlines that ran on Dow Jones Newswire between 9:34 Eastern Standard Time and 9:36 Eastern Standard Time. Now, all of those headlines were misleading as not being taken down. So, they're all taken down, but... So, I feel like that's a lot. And I feel like Google and Apple would never come together or sell one of each other to each other. I feel like it would be like more like Apple just stays their own thing, it keeps going, like HTC and Google will keep together. What do you guys think? What would they do? A couple months ago, how we were talking about Razer making their own smartphone. Well, guess what? We have some more leaks about it and specs and an unveiled date when they're going to unveil it. So, this is going to be pretty interesting. We are only a couple weeks away from Razer's first smartphone being unveiled. Phone Radar spotted some leaks on GFX Bench for a Razer phone. They just found a list of specs it might have, but it's since been removed. But here is what they saw before it was removed. It might have a 5.7-inch display with a resolution of 2560 by 1440, a Snapdragon 835 CPU, a single 12-megapixel rear camera, no dual cameras, a 8-megapixel front-facing camera, and 64 gigabytes of storage. So you guys might look at the specs and ask, what is so special besides its Razer's first smartphone? The phone might come with 8 gigs of RAM. That might be why. Most flagships these days have 4 or 6 gigabytes of RAM. Razer is apparently just making this phone mainly for gaming. They might run a custom Android based on top of Nougat, so it might be slightly out of date. There is supposed to be an announcement about the phone November 1st, my bad, as long as everything goes as planned. So would you guys get it? I mean, I would. Comment down below. But we also have no pricing on it yet, so I wouldn't say a lot of people wouldn't go and buy it. Because who knows, knowing Razer, probably 2,000, I'm just kidding. I would say it's probably going to be around 1,000. I bet it's going to be high up there. It's definitely competing with the bigger flagship phones. Give it a huge thumbs up if you liked it. Get subscribed down below. Hit that bell so you can see when I upload the next tech news video and the RAM videos I make on Wednesdays. And I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one like I always do.